The only thing that came from inner inside was reach out, make amends, ask for forgiveness. Hey loves, it's Raj Bala. In today's video, I would like to share my experience about friendship. I know I have not delivered any content in last 1 month, and because for past 1.5 months, I have been precisely consumed with more self-reflectory work, with practices that is making me more self-aware. And why do I do it? Because it helps me become more peaceful person to anybody I come across. Today specifically I would like to talk about friendship. I have made this video here I think 7 months ago, where I talked about how I am experiencing fake friendship or betrayal, and I come from a life where friendship betrayal was very common for me to experience, and that's why I would not expose myself to too many people. But I am not going to open myself to so many people because I also had this barrier that you are not going to understand me, so why even try? The more self-reflection work that I did, I actually came to see that my core belief was that I do not deserve friends, so I can never make true and genuine friends. And this came from 8-year-old me. When I was in school, I experienced something very traumatizing for a child, and I held on to that. I was like, this is true, this is me, now nobody is going to be my friend. And that belief, like, it got engraved in me. What happened that anytime I saw a friendship going deeper, very meaningful friendship, I would do something that would sabotage the friendship. And when I say that I would do something, it's not coming from a conscious space. It's like I am not even aware why I'm doing it. I would respond with this assumption that because you did that and it means this, that's why I'm doing this. So I would start to distance myself. I would start to assume that they are betraying me and that they lied. And how did I come to see with all this inner work is that the only betrayal that I have lived and believed was my own betrayal to myself and my betrayal to them. Now this will take open mind to understand, because the ego will come up, it will start to defend itself. No, I did this because you did this. That is ego. So when I go in, when I think that they betrayed me, I go in. So in that experience, how did I betray me? I betray me because I did not ask them that what they did was really what they did, and it was not something that I was making up. I betrayed me by not believing that I do deserve friends, genuine friends. I betrayed me by believing a lie from 8 years of age. That is how I separated, my inner child separated from this inner wisdom, and the ego started to emerge up. I betrayed them. So now again, I'll sit back, I meditate in that moment. Each time I would think that they betrayed me, there would come a vivid memory that is from the past, and I would like meditate on that. How did I betray them? So I betray them by not giving them space to speak their truth. I betray them by not asking them for the truth. I betray them by assuming something in my mind. So I betray them by believing my inner stories. So I betray them in so many ways, and I was like, oh my goodness, that's how I have reached out in past 1.5 months to like 2 dozens and more friends. I have wrote to them on Facebook if I had their numbers, and I apologized to them. I started to make amends in my present situation to friends those who were near. I started reaching out to them saying that, hey, I am sorry, I am not more in touch with you, and I am here now, let's hang out. And I was so surprised, in fact I was so overwhelmed by the amount of love I have started receiving, because when I reached out to them, I had no ulterior motive. I did not want anything from them. I did not even want to put a nice image in front of them. None of that I cared. The only thing that came from inner inside was reach out, make amends, ask for forgiveness. I just wanted them to hear it out, want nothing in return. And what happened is some of them started saying sorry too, like, hey, I am sorry too, it was my mistake as well. And they were very loving. They were like, salute to you, like, people don't usually do that. Very rare people, come to this point to even understand that they made mistake, let alone them come out, reach out and ask for forgiveness. And some friends was like, what forgiveness you're asking for? What did you do? I don't even know. Let's connect. Here's my number. Let's connect. So the friend that I reached out on Facebook, they shared their number with me. They didn't even come up with the past and started to rub on my face. They were like, nothing happened. Some friendship, they also started showering so much love on me. Like, I asked for forgiveness. They didn't even mention once that, hey, why did you distance yourself or anything? Nothing. As if we just picked from where we had left. Tracing back, by now I have reached out to my college friends, to my childhood friends. Reaching that friend when it started when I was 8 years old. 2 days ago I reached out to that friend as well, and I told her that I thought that because I do not come from a very wealthy background, that's why I pulled back. But I don't remember you ever saying that, and I am confused. Help me understand what really happened. And I know, like, we were kids, so there is no judgment. I just genuinely want to understand, and I am sorry for whatever I did that has hurt you. And their responses, they started connecting. They were like, hey, hi, do you remember playing at my place, my house? And in my mind I was like, but you didn't like me. How do you have all those memories that I don't have? And they shared their number. They were like, hey, let's connect. I'm so happy for you. I'm so, like, yes, one thing that I kept listening from all of these friends on repetitive without exception, I felt so good that you called. Like 1, 2, 3 in same call, so many times that they said that it was so good to talk to you. It felt so good. And yesterday evening, the love doesn't only ended up there, like to the childhood friends. It naturally started to extend out of me to my relatives. Like, can you imagine the relatives? I was like, they are the people who are never happy for you. And again, the turn around that I am the one who is not happy for them. I am the one who is not happy for me, because all these stories going on, this ego like taking over our mind, we are not even aware what genuinely makes us happy. Last evening I called many of relatives, and they all were like, hey, we were just talking about you this evening. And I was like, yeah, दिल से दिल की राह होती है, like आपने याद किया. And मुझे बस महसूस हुआ that I should make a call to you. And to my relative I had said just this one thing when she said on the call that we miss you too. And I was like, but you don't call me when you miss me, so how would I know? So that was the response I gave them. I apologized to them. I told them that, Bhabhi, I said that day, and I am sorry for that. I didn't know better. I should not have said that. And she said, hey, it doesn't even matter. And I again listened to her. I understood, and I again said that you really have a huge heart, a big heart to forgive. And they all mentioned that in one or another way they were thinking about me. And again they all mentioned that बहुत अच्छा लगा आपने call किया. And I was like, man, it is so rare of me to call them, no? Like, I have such strong boundaries, and those boundaries, I'm not saying any of those are wrong, because setting all those boundaries is how I have reached here. So wherever you are on your journey, it's very much valid to you, because can you know for sure that in the long run that is not for your highest good? There is absolutely nothing wrong in you. The point to make this video was only that it's all this inner assumption that we make about people. We start to believe our inner stories about them. We haven't even met them for real. We don't even know who those people are, how they think. We heard from third party that they are this and this, and they are doing this to them. But can you be absolutely sure that they are doing that to them is real, or they are doing that to you also? So that's why self-reflection is very important. That's what I often say, that the more self-aware you become, the more you understand yourself, the more you start to understand your people and any people you come across, because our core nature, core truth is love. is peace. Who would I be without any of those stressful thoughts that I have inquired? I feel more love. And when I start to become love, I start to feel love, that is what I'm giving out to other people. So it's not even about affirmations or being positive about thinking. No, you are really investigating your thoughts. And what happens when you investigate like that? You are giving your brain checkmate time that what you thought was not true. I am understanding that there's nobody outside who is attacking me. It's all the inner dialogue. So all these 22 years that I am undoing now, I am putting, more understanding to it. How do you dive into this inner self-reflection work? Here I'm attaching this worksheet that you can fill it up and you can start working with that. But before that, I would suggest you that if you really want to do this, start with the book I Need Your Love. Is That True? As I have shared that I have hopped on this journey of radical honesty, that I do not speak anything than truth, than honesty. And that is the journey that took me on this inner work only more and more, because oftentimes when I want to speak the honest answer, the truth, I wasn't even aware what was my truth. So that's why I inclined more towards the work, because it starts to bring you towards yourself, the journey inward. And this is all where everything is made with love, with understanding. And when you meet this person with love and understanding, you let it out. So I hope today's video was helpful. I don't know, but all I know that I cannot just stand here and preach something that I do not live. That is not my truth. So even if it doesn't make any sense to you, it makes me happy, it makes me peaceful that I am sharing what is true to me. And just hope it's cherry on top if it's helpful to you as well. And I'll see you in the next video. Take care. Bye bye.